That's the president last night calling out the open border Democrats. Researchers at Princeton now estimate more than a half million illegal immigrants successfully got into this country in the last 12 months. More than 850,000 were apprehended during that time at the border. And by the way, the usual ratio is 3 to 1, and by that there would be 2.4 million who actually entered the country. It'll be interesting to find out the Princeton methodology. Princeton policy advisors say based on historical averages of those allowed into the country, about 350,000 illegals were let go because of catch and release, another 200,000 crossing the border undetected. And by the way, the Border Patrol, let's find out what Tom Homan thinks about all of that. He ran Immigration and Customs Enforcement. And by the way, the Census Bureau, Tom, and it's great to have you with us. I want to get your reaction to the Princeton study, talking about those small numbers rather than that 3 to 1, that 3 to 1 ratio that we've experienced over the last 30 years.
Well, I think the numbers are still too high, but the numbers are a lot less than we estimated in the beginning of the year, because this president has taken bold steps, such as tariffs in Mexico, such as starting to build that wall. The Remain in Mexico program, where 65,000 Central Americans stay in Mexico. And I think this president, if it wasn't for this president, the numbers would have been close to the million we estimated. And it's too bad the courts are constantly fighting him, because other ideas, other bold steps he's taken have been held up in courts on temporary restraining orders, or those numbers be a lot lower, Lou.
Yeah, I agree with you completely. What does surprise me is that the ratio that has been used throughout has been 3 to 1. For every illegal immigrant captured at the border, that 3 get through. Now, if there's a reason that has changed over the course of the last year, I don't quite understand it. This is not to disparage the president's performance in securing that border. It's to talk about the reality that we face, and that is a reality that that continues to flow mightily across that border.
Well, I think the ratio might have been affected. Again, I don't know. I haven't seen the study, but we got to remember, Border Patrol has already said up to 50% of Border Patrol agents are no longer on that line.
Right.
They're making baby formula. They're changing diapers. They're making hospital runs. So on the getaways, who knows what that getaway is? It's hard to manage that this year because of the crisis on the border.
Yeah, that's my point precisely, and it's appalling. What we're watching, the fact that we've got 27,000 Mexican soldiers on the border, the U.S. border with Mexico. Also, they have some of those troops on the southern border with Guatemala, and they're doing amazing things. What they're not doing is taking on the cartels. And the cartels, as you know better than anyone, drive everything that happens at that border, and drives everything with drugs, sex trafficking, and human smuggling into this country, right?
Absolutely. You and I have talked about this a dozen times in this show. I appreciate what Mexico's doing, but you and I have talked about this. They need to attack the cartels. They need to attack their financial infrastructure. They need to attack their transportation infrastructure, because everything illegal on that border is controlled by the cartels. They're running Mexico, and Mexico's been, has been not very good at addressing the cartels. They've proven it over the last 30 years. So I think I love this president for saying, let us come down there and help you. We got investigators, we got financial, we got intelligence assets, we got HSI, and financial.
We got
investigators.
Everything.
Let us attack these cartels.
Yeah. Well, it was demonstrated what this country can do when Colombia asked the United States to help them with their drug cartels. And the success that they enjoyed in that effort. It is disappointing that Lopez Obrador again has turned the president down on his first offer. But we've also seen Lopez Obrador come back sometimes, as with these soldiers that he put on the border. He had 2 weeks before he ordered those troops to the border, he had said never. So this is
I'm hoping he said that to try to appease his people, but I'm hoping in the background he will be working with the United States. Let us go down there and take the lead in some of this stuff. I just think, I'm sure he said some of those things to let people in Mexico don't think the United States is coming and taking over. But he cannot succeed without us. It can't happen.
Right. Tom Homan, thanks. We can't succeed without you being with us, so we appreciate it.